What is a vacuum again? It's at the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it right now. Very useful. Good old main menu. This is where you choose games, check your score, download new elements and experiments online, change the settings, or quit the game. How do you want to play? You can choose between a career, your own laboratories, or the labs of other people. Or you can repeat the lab experiments you've played before, for as long as you like. Hi! This tutorial will help you understand the basics of Crazy Machines 2 so that you don't get lost. Instructions like this are accessible anytime. Just press the I button. Now, click on OK to close the window, and then press the I button that is located below. Let's see what the news says. Einstein. Einstein. It seems to be so easy to become a scientist these days. The second tutorial experiment will show you how to install something in an experiment. Try to guide the basketball to the basketball hoop and find the right place for the rubber ducky. To transport the basketball to the hoop, you'll need something that will allow it to roll onto the shelf. Take a curved track from your supply of elements, which is located at the bar at the bottom of the screen. Use the left mouse button and click on the first element. Well done! Now, put the curved track right under the basketball and it will roll onto the shelf. To do this, you'll have to move the track around until it's at the right place. Pay close attention to the rendering of the curved track. If it's green, you may place it. If it's red, it won't work. If you're ready to install the track, click the left mouse button. Now, start the experiment to see what will happen. If the basketball does not roll onto the shelf on your first try, no problem. You can move the track around again. Stop the experiment and click on the track with the left mouse button. You can move it now. After this, you can start the experiment all over. Repeat as necessary. Perfect! Unfortunately, the ball did not reach the basket, but got stuck in the gap. You should cover the gap to avoid this. Wouldn't a stone be perfect for this? Choose the element from the supply box and move it to the smiley. But first, you should stop the experiment. Now, you just have to rotate the element. Move the cursor over the element and click the right mouse button. A menu will pop up, which shows 2 circle arrows. Click on one of the 2 circle arrows until the element is placed horizontally. Perfect! Now, press the Start button and see if the basketball can score. Score! Well done! Please put some order into my collection of rubber duckies. Just put the missing rubber ducky into the gap between the others. Make sure to stop the experiment first. Well, it landed where it is supposed to, but it's facing the wrong way. To mirror it, you have to click on the ducky using the right mouse button. Find the mirror symbol with the 2 arrows. Click it. Good job! Now, start the experiment again to see if all the rubber duckies can watch you score. Bravo! The rubber duckies all agree. You have mastered this tutorial experiment. Congratulations! Here, you'll learn how to use ropes and chains. The assignment is to destroy the boxes and tie the chain to the balloon. First, attach the chain to the wrecking ball. Click on the chain located in the supply box at the bottom of the monitor. On the screen, you'll see a lot of little blue balls pop up wherever you can attach the chosen element. Click on the blue ball by the wrecking ball, and then on the blue ball on the right, hook to connect them with the chain. Great! Now you can connect the weight to the center hook using a rope. ropes and chains don't necessarily have to be connected on both ends. Take the left rope from the supply box and tie it to the left hook. Now, you can place the dangling end in a certain radius around the hook using the left mouse button. If you pull the rope too far, you can't place it anymore. The result of this test has to be a broken bottle and 2 broken boxes. Be careful. The red zone is a no-go zone. You cannot place anything here. Great! You managed to complete this tutorial experiment too. This tutorial teaches you what to do with axles and gears. You have to make the wagon wheel down there turn. First, take the big gear and stick it onto the axle by clicking the little blue ball. Then take the first element from the supply of elements. This consists of an axle and a gear. This is called a group of elements. Element groups are identified by a little symbol on the element in the part supply box. Place the element group where the smiley is so that the little and the big gear are connected by it. Now you need the cardan shaft to connect the wagon wheel to the smaller gear. Perfect. Now, start the experiment and check if the wheel is turning. Excellent. You have mastered this part of the tutorial too. It's time to learn something about drive belts. It is your task to get all of the bottles to drop and shatter. Also, the basketball must land in the metal basket. First, take the belt pulleys from the supply box and fix them to the two empty axles. Well done. Now, choose the drive belt from the supply box and attach it to all 4 belt pulleys. Click on all the belt pulleys at the blue ball, one after the other, clockwise. Make sure all of the belt pulleys are connected to the drive belt. That's right. Now, click on the last or first installed belt pulley, and the conveyor belt is done. Start the experiment. Great! You did it! You have completed this part of the tutorial as well and are a master of conveyor belts. This time, you will learn how to use fire and steam in your experiments. Here, you have to make the steam engine run, fire the cannon, and light up a candle. First, take the Bunsen burner from the part supply and place it directly under the boiler at the right side of the setup. As you can see, steam is escaping at the top of the boiler. Stop the experiment and attach one of the elbow pipes to the boiler right there. That's good. Now, install the remaining elbow pipe at the opening of the steam engine to the left of the setup. Be careful to turn it to the right first. Start the experiment again. Very good. To connect the steam engine with the boiler, you just have to use the straight pipe and put it right in between the two elbow pipes. And don't forget to stop the experiment first. Now you can start the experiment and see if the steam from the boiler makes the steam engine go. Fantastic! The first part of the experiment is complete. Next, try to fire the cannon. Place the blowtorch from the part supply next to the cannon so that it can ignite the fuse. Once again, don't forget to stop the experiment first. As soon as the blowtorch is set up, check if you can fire a shot by starting the experiment again. Great job! The last part of this experiment teaches you how to install a fixed fuse. Choose, after stopping the experiment, the fixed fuse from the part supply. Then, click at a point above the flame of the white candle. Try to maneuver the fuse as close to the flame as possible. Now, place one end of the fuse. Click above the trunks in the empty space to install a fixture for the fuse. Whenever you want to install a fixed fuse, you need to attach at least one of these fixtures. Only now can you set up the other end of the fixed fuse. In order to do this, you have to double-click on a point above the blue candle. You'll want to place the fuse as close to the flame as possible. If the fixed fuse is installed, start the experiment. If it does not work on the first try, just try to move the fuse closer to the flames. Great! You managed to complete this tutorial experiment too. If you want to get to know something about electrical current, this is where to look. The goal is to make all the bulbs light up and make the electric motor turn. The most important thing is to look for a power source. Take the outlet from your power supply and put it where the smiley is. Well, you might have noticed that there is one power source, but a bulb and a motor to power up. To feed both appliances, you'll have to split the current. Use the surge protector from the supply box and place it directly over the Crazy Machines 2 graffiti. Now, you have to connect the outlet to the surge protector. Take the power cord from the part supply and attach it to the outlet and then to the surge protector. You have 2 more power cords in the supply box. Use them to connect the bulb and the motor to the surge protector. Now, all the electrical appliances are powered up. Start the experiment and see if the electrical motor turns and if the bulb lights up. Perfect! You completed another important part of the tutorial experiment and are a certified electrician now. In this part of the tutorial, I will teach you about lighting and laser beams. It's up to you to light the candle, switch on the TV, and toast a slice of bread. Let's start by placing the lightning machine from the supply box on the smiley. Press Start. Right. Now, connect the lightning machine with the left outlet. Use one of the power cords from your supply. Put the lightning converter between the TV and the lightning machine. It is important to estimate the distance as well as you can, because otherwise the lightning bolt will not reach over. If you have placed the lightning converter in a good spot, you will now have to connect it to the TV. Use power cords from the supply box. Now, it's time to start the experiment. Great! Using the laser beam, you can light the candle now. Don't forget to stop the experiment first. Take the laser mirror from the supply and use it to direct the laser beam towards the candle. You'll have to turn the mirror to the perfect position and then place it in just the right spot. Just try it. As soon as you think you might have it, start the experiment. Don't give up if it doesn't work on the first try. It might take a little bit of time to find the right position and setting. Take it slow and check by starting the experiment. Fantastic! You've lit the candle. Now, you just have to install the laser switch and connect it with the power cord to the outlet on the right and to the toaster. Stop the experiment and use the laser switch that is closest to the two elements. As soon as it is connected, you'll have to find the right position. Move it around so that the laser beam hits the round detector. Only then you can activate the switch and turn the current on. It might take some time to find the right setting and position, so stick with it. Here's a little tip. Use the zoom function to find the perfect position for the switch. Sensational! You did it! Another part of the tutorial experiment has been mastered. Now you know all about laser beams and lightning bolts. This tutorial experiment will teach you all about the effects of light and wind. Your assignment is to make the flower bloom, to start the rocket, and to blow the beach ball off the shelf. Let's make the flower bloom first. Place the table lamp from your supply box onto the smiley. Start the experiment. Beautiful! You made the flower blossom. Stop the experiment and take the magnifying glass from the part supply. Now, install it in between the headlamp and fireworks so that the focus burning point of the magnifying glass on the right hits the fuse of the rocket. If you have placed the magnifying glass correctly, you can now start the experiment and check if the light of the pit lamp will be concentrated and able to light the fuse. Well done! Now, let's get to the beach ball. Generate power for the electric motor. Use the light bulb from your part supply and set it close to the solar cell. Again, don't forget to stop the experiment first. Connect the bulb with the power cord to the outlet and start the experiment to check if the electric motor is running. Super! Now, choose the windmill from your supply and attach it to the electric motor. Stop the experiment first, then start it up again. Exactly. Now, you just have to turn the windmill so that it points at the beach ball. Start the experiment again, and you will see how the beach ball is blown off the shelf. And... Great! You managed this part of the tutorial without getting out of breath. In this little tutorial experiment, I want to show you in detail how you can assemble single parts to make something new. We want to construct a robot that pushes the barrel of the shelf, and then the bulb will shine. First, take the robot's body from the supply box and place it onto the smiley. Now, stop the experiment and get a robot head from the supply box. Stick it onto the robot body. Click on the blue ball. The only thing that our robot is missing now is a base. In the supply box, you'll find frames with wheels. Attach them to the robot's bottom, where you see a blue ball. Make sure you have enough room in between the robot body and the shelf. Remember, you can only attach robot parts to robot bodies, never a robot body to a robot part. Now, start the experiment and see if your robot works and pushes the barrel off the shelf. Perfect! Now, stop the experiment and take care of the light bulb. The bulb is connected to a switch. This only works if it is attached to a switch base. You will find a push button in your supplies. Attach it to the switch, the blue ball will indicate exactly where. As soon as you start the experiment and the barrel falls, it should hit the push button, activating it. This switch closes the current and makes the bulb light up. Start the experiment and observe if everything works as desired. Congratulations! Another part of the tutorial experiment is a complete success. Now, you are more than ready to be challenged by the experiments that are waiting for you in this game. I hope you're ready to have fun, and good luck! Ah! I was sure I had taken out the fuse. Let's go! Choose the lab in which you want to start your career as a rocket scientist. Interesting. My mustache is a nanometer shorter on the left side.